Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be trying out some instant kava powder that I got from DrinkRoot.com out of California. If you don't know what kava is, it's the root of a Pacific Island plant, and people have been using it for hundreds of years to make a relaxing, non-alcoholic drink. The reason I'm including it on this channel, which is mostly about cannabis and hemp products, is because the effects of kava are actually similar to cannabis in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of overlap between the reasons people use cannabis and the reasons people use kava, especially when it comes to things like anxiety and sleeping problems. And much like cannabis, kava just feels good. One thing that makes DrinkRoot's kava interesting is the fact that it's instant. If you've ever made kava yourself, especially the more traditional method, then you know that it involves a lot of kneading in water, which is not only time consuming, but you also need a mesh strainer and a large bowl to knead it in, and frankly, some forearm strength. Whereas with this stuff, you just stir it into water and you're good to go. In addition to the tins, they also sell these to-go packs, which are already portioned out. So you don't have to measure or anything, you just mix it into some water and that's it. They're both the same powder though, so there shouldn't be any difference between the tin and the packets other than the form factor. This is what it looks like. It's a very fine tan-colored powder. The instructions say to measure 1 level teaspoon into 6 to 8 ounces of water. This is a little less than 6 ounces of water, but it should be fine. I like my kava to be pretty strong. It does want to stick a bit, so I probably shouldn't have used the measuring spoon to mix it. It's almost like protein powder, where it wants to clump at first, but once you break it all up, it mixes in just fine. Using a little whisk worked pretty well. The easiest would probably be to put it in a water bottle or something and shake it up. But now it's all mixed in, and yeah, cheers. As far as the flavor goes, this stuff is pretty mild. It has a really clean, slightly woody, peppery taste. It does numb your mouth a bit, which, if you've never tried kava before, that's something you should probably know going in. A good kava drink will numb your mouth at first. If you've ever used that numbing throat spray, it's kinda like that. But it wears off pretty fast, like a couple minutes. Now I'm gonna try one of the packets, and again, these are nice because you don't need to measure anything. This time I just used the whisk to mix it, and it was a lot easier. So once again, cheers! It tastes exactly the same as the stuff in the tin. This is a pretty drinkable kava too. It is very clean tasting. Some of them are more earthy or bitter, but this one is just, yeah, a slight woody pepperiness. And that numbing sensation, but you get used to that. The onset of effects is pretty quick, especially compared to something like cannabis edibles. With edibles, you might have to wait an hour or so to really feel it. But with kava, I can already feel it after about 10 minutes. As far as effects go, this isn't one of those stony, heavy kavas. This stuff definitely feels more uplifting and chatty. I'm usually a pretty high anxiety kind of person, so one of the strongest effects I get from kava is this sense of calmness. Not in a sedating or sleepy way, but it's like everything around me feels more at peace. There's less racing thoughts, and less negative thoughts in general. Somehow, it always manages to put me in this positive headspace. The uplifting effects from this kava specifically make me think it would be good for social events. If you're hanging out with some friends or camping or something, this would be great to bring along. Of the two types of packaging, I'm more a fan of the tins because it's less waste. In fact, I'll probably wash this out and use it as a little stash jar when I'm done. But I totally understand the to-go packets too, especially if you're traveling. Holidays are coming up, so I can see bringing some of these packets to add a little holiday cheer to your gatherings. They're really portable and discreet. You just need to mix it with some water. Or any drink really. I bet this stuff would be awesome in hot cocoa, for instance. So yeah, that's DrinkRoot Kava. I put some links in the description if you want to try this stuff out yourself. Right now, this Connoisseur blend is the only kind they have stocked, but it sounds like they plan to sell more varieties in the near future, so keep an eye out for that. I'll make another video when they do, because it should be fun to compare the difference in effects. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those below. And if you enjoy this kind of review, don't forget to like and subscribe because that lets me know to keep making them. But for now, stay chill and I will see you next time.